Well, welcome to Elm Creek. We're on FS22, PS4. Today's date is February 15th, 2023. Up until a few minutes ago, the last time I was on this game was November 10th of 2022. So when the Platinum expansion came out, I kind of stopped playing on this game. The last time I uploaded a video was probably in April of 2022. I did a FS22 what I've learned so far this video. Some good information in it. I commend you to go maybe take a look at it if you're so inclined. It's got some good info in it. All of it's shot almost in first person. Kind of neat. It's at night, can't see much, but there's some good info in there. So the reason I'm doing this video is I just started a Let's Play on PS5 on the Ohio Richlands map. And I mentioned Elm Creek and some of the issues that I had and alluded to why I had not been uploading videos. And I'll reiterate that here. Because I get an error on this save game. Not quite sure why. There are no mods loaded on this PS4 for FS22. But every time I play, an error occurs. I just started a video, this video, a previous attempt at this, and I kid you not, the error occurred. I was probably 5 minutes into walking around, and it happened. Got all the updates, not quite sure why it does it. I suspect it's because I have a lot of equipment, and maybe all close together, it just doesn't want to render, or something. But an error occurs, lose all the progress. I still kept playing it because I had so much time invested in it. I am literally 19 game years into my Elm Creek Empire. There are hundreds, and I'm not going to show you the statistic because it's embarrassing, but there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of gameplay. Serious waste of time. Okay, serious investment of time. And not a good investment if I'm not making videos. But I ended up trying to autosave. I checked the settings right before I started this. I was autosaving every 5 minutes. So almost every time I would go into the menu, it would save. So I would not lose progress in the game. And if I did, I would maybe only lose 5-10 minutes of progress. I could recreate that. The reason I haven't made videos on Elm Creek, and I continue to play Elm Creek, because I had already invested so much into it, and I enjoy it. But if the game crashed and error occurs, you would lose any video that you had recorded up to that point. And that was just, would be overwhelmingly frustrating. So I just didn't do it. So I was waiting for another map to come out that I kind of liked, and I think it's going to be Ohio Richlands, and I'm going to be doing it on PS5. The video file sizes are huge on PS5, so that's something new that I'm dealing with and learning about. When I first started the channel, Nebraska Jim, in FS19, I think I started doing videos on Six Ashes, which is an awesome map. I even have on my other PS4 raw video footage that I had not edited into episodes. And I had started up a Brazil series that's what I kind of continue. There are reasons for that. You can watch those series to figure all that out. I'm not going to go into it. But when I first started the channel, I did go back and do farm tours on a couple of previous maps that I had done. The first one when I started playing, of course, being Ravenport, I just went back and did like a half-hour, 45-minute farm tour of what it looked like when I finally decided to move on. And when I had decided to move on, I went to Hollandsveld, which was awesome. I had a lot of fun on that one. Was doing the pellet haul, and it was great fun. But then Six Ashes, and I absolutely love that map. It was an incredible map, I think by GB Modding. Great fun I had on that one. I think I was several years in when I actually started the videos, several game years into the map. And Ohio Richlands is kind of very similar in the sense that I was one game year into Ohio Richlands when I made the first video yesterday on Valentine's Day, which hopefully will be uploaded when I figure out how to manage massive file sizes. So 19 years of work, 19 game years here on Elm Creek, and we'll go around, we'll take a look and see where we're at. FS22, they have used equipment, which is terrible for me because I will buy everything if I think I have a need for it. We're going to need to be somewhat careful going around the map because I don't want to induce an error to occur again. Last one happened, I walked around the farmyard here. I was over by the barn over there, and there's equipment in the barn, and in the vicinity of that barn, sometimes when I'm around there, that's when the error happens. So I might just kind of try and stay away from it. And hopefully we'll get through this. So this was the start farm right here. I can't even remember exactly what we started with. Certainly this field and that field there behind the grain bin. I can't remember if we had the one out back or not. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I also bought the two that were back over here, and I plowed them together and made one big one out of them eventually. I've expanded across, and yeah. We'll take a look at the map quickly, and then maybe take a drive around. Okay, the map loaded. We're going to hit L3 farmland, then you'll see what we own. So the original farm was here. I think we just owned plots 1 and 4 perhaps. I bought 2 and 3, plowed them together. I'm not sure the sequence that I bought all this stuff, but basically moved across the road, got everything there, got that field there, bought these 2 fields over here, put in a sugar mill there, bought this cow farm down here, put in a couple of cow pens, bought the fields across and that field there, and that's everything that we own at this point. I do also own the grain mill up at the top of the map in the middle there. Which it took a long time to expand like that because, like I said, every time used equipment comes up, I'd go in here and I would jump on stuff and buy it. Nothing there that I would buy, although a 171 horsepower tractor would not be a bad idea. It's only got 4 hours on it. So it's raining here, but we put in the pressure washer here. We started with that Massey Ferguson. We put a fertilizer spreader on the back of it and use it primarily only for that. I got a Class TerraTrack for doing the plowing. Got the original Deutz-Fahr harvester. We put in a chicken pen here. That was our original John Deere. It's got nearly 100 hours on it. It's pretty much just parked in the trees. I got a seeder over here that we use mainly for contracts, seeding contracts, because we use a direct drill for our own stuff. Greenhouse here, we're producing everything. I didn't mention we also own the bakery. Got a sprayer there. There is a That's just almost as close as I want to get. There is there's a cultivator, a plow, a bale trailer, a windrower, a spreader which we use for lime spreading, bale trailer for square bales, a square baler. I think you can see the planter there in the distance. There's a grape trailer. So I was saying, hey, I buy everything if I think I'll ever need it. I don't have any grapes, but came up used, so I bought it. There's another windrower trailer here. There's a header in the trailer on there. We got the little John Deere quad down below in the barn. I'm gonna stay away from it. Another trailer here. Got the small square baler, and I don't know what else is over there. I can see the field, what do you call it, the field tank or whatever for the slurry. Is that a slurry spreader next to it? I think so. Looks like I got an auger. I've never even used it for anything yet. I can see, is that the mulcher? I think. Should be a weeder over there somewhere. I think I got a telehandler inside. Oh, there's a front mower there. I think I got the rear mowers are behind the harvester inside there. What else is in there? I think there's a baler wrapper in there. I don't know, let's go take a look. I'm afraid. Concerned about what's going to happen here. Maybe I should save video. Okay, if you look, you notice that the time is earlier than where I was before. An error occurred. Not immediately when I went into the barn here, but down the line. So far, since I started trying to record this, an error has occurred 4 times. First time, I had to start all over. Second time I had saved at about this point, and I was going to start stitching clips together. I went a little bit further, an error occurred, I lost a bunch. So I said, okay, I know where I need to maybe save and be careful over when I get to this point. And when I came back and was trying to redo it, I didn't get to that point again, and I had an error occur in another location. So I think I'm just going to have to do briefer clips and just keep saving them, and then maybe I won't have to come quite as far back to recreate. So I did get away with this. We're going to try and see if we get away with it again. Come inside the building here, and as I've said 2 times before, but you didn't hear them because, well, it's not on video. Inside the barn here, I've got my telehandler with a couple of bags of seed. I've got an accumulator here for small squares. Not really particularly useful when you're as large of an operation as we are, but I wanted to do it, so I got it used, and I used it. Because of the bale limit, it's challenging when you get lots of small squares. Once you bundle them all together and it comes out of the accumulator, I don't think it counts as all the individual bales. I think the big bundle counts as one. Not for sure on that. Baler wrapper over there. I think I can peek out this door. I did the last time. Planter is there. Mulcher is there. The weeder must be down by the cow farm. I don't know if I mentioned and I still, what is it, field container and a slurry spreader, and I don't know if I mentioned before, there's an auger down over there that I've never even used, but it came up for sale used and I got one. So there. We'll get in the truck, pickup rather, and go for a drive again. Although you haven't seen it yet. We'll hop inside, we'll go in there, start it up. So either the tour's getting better or it's getting worse. I don't know. Maybe it'll depend on how frustrated I get. But I do remember other things. So we own these fields off to our left, with the exception of the one that's all the way over near town. Plan on probably getting it. Would plan on getting it if I were still playing on this. But as much as an error is occurring, I know I'll never come back here again after I finish these videos. This grassy area to the right we own as well, because it came with the fields that are to the left. I'm going to pull in here. I'm not going to drive over there, but what I would do is I would mow it and bale it for silage, bale it and wrap it, and then I'd stack them over on the other side of this field here to ferment. Once they were fermented, I would load them onto the bale trailer with the telehandler. I'm going to try and stay out of the crop. With the telehandler and take it to the biogas plant. So we're going to head into town here. And I am going to probably save around the time we get to the sugar beet, or the sugar mill, just in case that's where the error happened last time. The time before that, the error happened when I was down at the cow farm, so I made it a little farther. I don't know what happened, but it just kind of buzzed, went black, and I lost it. So don't think I've mentioned on camera yet this time that I also own the dairy. All right, over here. Harvesters came up used. I bought them. I got the fence. I got a case. I got headers and header trailers. I don't know. The harvesters I know I bought used. I may have had to buy headers for trailers new. They're too big to fit inside the building, so that's why they're parked outside. Okay, this harvester here, you'll notice when I go up to it, it'll say rented by you. Also, the corn header that's with it. So for the third time, first time you're hearing it, third time I'm telling it, this harvester I got borrowed equipment to do a contract. I had completed the work on the contract, 100% complete, but had not collected on the contract and was using the equipment in another contract field, I think, and an error occurred. Because the contract was completed, when I rebooted and came back into the game, it was gone. But the equipment remained. So I ended up getting a harvester, a corn header, a tractor, and I think a trailer for free that I can use on contracts. I can't use it on my own field, but I can use it on contracts. The interesting thing about borrowed equipment, there's no wear and tear, so it doesn't require maintenance. This is a grape harvester. Didn't even remember that I had got it. So the grape trailer and a grape harvester, I haven't even done grapes yet. So I have a problem with borrowed equipment. Or not borrowed equipment, with used equipment. I'll just buy it because I think, well, maybe someday I'll use it. Trailer comes in handy for sugar beet harvest. Back to the pickup. We're going to come park over here by the dairy. Okay, so we own the dairy. Got the electric forklift. I don't know if I bought it new or used. I think it came up used and I bought it. So we're producing butter, chocolate, and cheese. Butter I will take and put on that low loader over there. When I get 12 pallets of butter, I'll go sell it. The cheese and chocolate I'll throw in the back of the pickup and take to the sell point. So usually at the beginning of the day I'll kind of run around to my productions and see what I need to get rid of. Mainly just the bakery and the dairy. The grain mill and the sugar mill I let produce till I have a lot. I'll try and load up a semi with it and take it somewhere. So I bought this land over here and I put in the sugar mill. I got this what do they call them, auger trailers or whatever, but it's got the conveyor belts for sugar beets. I don't even think I've used it yet, but it came up as used equipment and I bought it. And then I got the propelled sugar beet harvester. I think I bought it used, but the header new, not sure. I'm going to save this clip right here just to be safe. Okay, I think I saved. We'll continue on and we'll be careful. I'm gonna not get too close to it because that's what happened. I think it's when I get close to a lot of equipment, doesn't want to render it in. I think that might be when it happens. So this is where we put the sugar mill. We bought these two fields that came together and put the sugar mill right here. Got the front loader attachment to cut the sugar beet there, so now we're putting sugar beet whole and cut in there so we can make even more sugar. Half pipe trailer and a trailed sugar beet harvester. I think it came up used equipment and I bought it. I'm not even sure I've used it yet. Carefully go around to the front here. Got the curtain side trailer, a semi truck, another forklift, and our pallets of sugar coming out there. All right, we'll head down to the cow farm. So far so good. This is where we crashed last time. Was I walked over closer to that trailed sugar beet harvester and it buzzed, went black, and then said an error has occurred. So this bridge here, can't really get over it with semi trucks and the dollies. It's just not good clearance. You got to go around. All right, we own the fields to our immediate right. The one to the far right, we don't. What's over there? Is that mine? I'm gonna drive over towards that. I didn't even notice that. Looks like I was over here doing something. Roller. Guess I was rolling fields. Probably when it started raining and I stopped. Nope. Sorry. I got into your crop a little bit. I'm trying to stay off my own fields too. Alright. So we'll head over to the cow farm here. Probably do another save at some point over here to save another clip just to see how we're doing. We're about what, 10 minutes into this clip. So I've got the direct drill here, so it looks like I was getting ready to put crop in one of the fields. I think I own 3 semi trucks. This has got the livestock trailer on it. The one at the sugar mill's got the curtain side trailer on it, and then got the grain trailer. I think it's probably up at the grain mill. So bunker silo, silage in there. We've got a wheel loader with the silage fork on the front of it, the one of the larger class ones. I don't think it's the biggest one, but the medium-sized one. Got the class Jaguar forage harvester, round bale trailer. Got the smaller class wheel loader with a bucket, a forage wagon. Okay, here's where I'm gonna be careful right here. I'm not gonna get any closer to the stuff over here. There's my rock collector. What the heck is that? That's a potato planter. And I think that's a mulcher I picked up used, a second mulcher. I've got two tractors there back in the trees. I think it's a McCormick and a class Axion, a smaller one. That Lindner there is pretty much wore out too. It should probably go back in the trees. Manure spreader, got the self-propelled feed wagon, bale shredder, an old tractor. There's another trailed feed mixer there. The roller for the silage clamp, couple of weights. Looks like we got the Mahindra over here, or is that a Kubota? We'll come down this side. No, I'm gonna come over here. I think this tank trailer came up used, so I've not only got the slurry spreader, but with the injectors on it, but this trailer. So this tractor rented by, there it is. This is the tractor that came with that contract with that John Deere harvester with the corn header on it. I got 45 cows in here. Should be 45 in the other barn. When they come up ready to have offspring, I'll take the livestock trailer, take 10 of them to the animal dealer and sell them and make room for new cows. So I'll take 5 out of one, 5 out of the other, and then get new cows. I think I'll hop in the pickup. We'll do the rest of it driving. We will briefly save a clip. What do you think? Better safe than sorry. Okay. We haven't crashed yet. So the square straw bales we've been throwing into the bale shredder and using that for the bedding. The round bales, hay, and straw been putting in the feed mixer. And usually we've been doing silage out of the clamp. I don't know if it's fermented. It should probably be by now. So I'll fill that with chaff from cornfields and then use it for the next year. And then around the time I need to do another silage harvest with the forage harvester, I'll empty it out, put it all in the back of the forage wagon, sell whatever's left, and start a whole new pile to pick up later on. So those round silage bales over there, we don't even really get to those. Got the subsoiler there, don't really use it. I bought this cotton trailer. I've never used it. I think I've used it to carry stuff around. So I've got a seeder here. I got another planter over here. There's a tedder, a cultivator, another bale wrapper for, I think that one just does rounds, I don't know, and another baler, round baler. Oh my god, I got a potato harvester and an olive harvester. Is that a trailed potato harvester? Yeah. So up here we're doing olives. I've got two small fields of olive groves. Kind of a pain trying to drive the little tractor up and down it, but I guess it is what it is. I used to do these fields for silage before I put the olives in. So I've got, what, there's the weeder and a small trailer. I think that's got olives in it. Waiting for the price to go up. Got a low loader over here. Got the small tractor for doing the olive grove. I think that's the, what do you call it, the additive for the silage. Some small square straw bales, and then this is stuff for the grove there. Got a grass roller. Oh, and there's the sprayer for the olive grove over there as well. So you can see I've got so much equipment, it's not even funny. Like I said, when it comes up available on the used market, I'll buy it. Whether I think I'll use it or not, or eventually, for years I think I had that sugar beet harvester before I ended up using it. But you know, you save 50% and think, oh wow, I could use it for contracts. Well, I've now learned that you're better off borrowing equipment to do the contract, so you don't necessarily need to have as much stuff unless you're actually planning on using it yourself. So I do have, since I have the sugar mill, I do sugar beets for myself. I occasionally do the potatoes. Originally I think I got it to do a contract, or to do for doing contract work, but it gave me the ability to do potatoes as well. Run up. Oh wow. We should go by the bakery. I've got that one of those forklifts there as well, but I don't want to do it. I should have got off there. Yeah, I've got a forklift at the bakery, the one that goes high. I think it's also electric. That way I don't have to move I can load the cake and the bread into the back of the pickup without having to move forklifts or telehandlers and stuff around. I got a small telehandler somewhere. Maybe it's back by the beehives. Usually it's parked down underneath the barn there where the John Deere was. We didn't go look at it because I was afraid it would crash if we went over there. I think that's where the first game crash was before I started doing it in clips. So hopefully we can stitch these clips together and it'll all work out. Whereby we'll call okays. We're on our way over to the grain mill just to take a look, see what equipment we got there. Should be the truck with the grain trailer. And I think I've got a skid steer that I use for material handling, for moving the pallets of flour around. Nope. Okay. Where's the grain trailer? Do I have a flatbed trailer? I must be using a flatbed trailer for the flour pallets. Forgot that I was doing that. Yep. Got a flatbed. And then there's the skid steer with all the flour pallets. So that's it. That's my Elm Creek Empire. I hope you enjoyed it. It's probably the last time I'll see it too. It was pretty frustrating with all those game crashes. We were fortunate this time. I was careful, stayed away from some of the equipment that seemed to be causing the problem. So actually, we were able to record straight through from in front of the barn this time, but we did save it in clips. So total of 4 game crashes trying to make this video. Pretty frustrating. I think you can understand why I haven't been posting videos. If I had so much time and energy, hours, hundreds of hours of gameplay, 19 game years building this empire on Elm Creek. Hopefully we can do something similar in Ohio Richlands. I really do enjoy the FS22. I actually went over to see how it worked on PS5. I actually had a game crash on PS5 at one point, and then I was kind of really frustrated, and that's why I just kind of muscled through. But thanks for watching our farm tour of our Elm Creek Empire. Hope you come check us out in Ohio, and maybe we'll even do some Silver Run Forest episodes as I have overcome my aversion to logging a little bit. Recent convert in the past few days. Anyway, come back, check out the channel content again. Hope to see you later.